Obviously, let me say this is the worst night of my career. This is clearly a tragedy in the city of Charleston. And our hearts go out to the victims and their families, as well as this entire community.
We just left speaking with members of the family. It was a heartbreaking scene I have never witnessed in my life.
What we need right now is we need everybody to come together and pray for these families.
Come now, God.
Come now.
Not in the morning. We need you to come now.
We need you, Lord.
Bring it along with you, sir. Ruth.
This is the case of State versus Dylan Roof. Mr. Roof is charged with 9 counts of murder.
I would never talk to her ever again. I would never be able to hold her again. But I forgive you.
Wow, right? Wow. When it's all said and done, everybody's the same. There's no such thing as dark or light or black or white.
The book of Proverbs says, hatred stirs up conflict, but love covers all wrongs. This is the holy city and its people. They showed love protects and always perseveres. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dean Stevens.
And I'm Victoria Hanson. Today marks 1 year since the lives of 9 people were lost inside the sacred building. Its name, Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal. But just about everyone here calls it Mother Emanuel, the oldest AME church in the South.
These are the faces and names of the church, often called the Emmanuel Nine. They were shot to death as they welcomed a stranger into Bible study. Susie Jackson, Daniel Simmons, Tywanda Sanders, Ethel Lance, Sharonda Singleton, DePayne Middleton Doctor, Cynthia Hurd, Myra Thompson, and Reverend Clemente Pinckney.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
It was a powerful moment during the eulogy for Reverend Clemente Pinckney. The president spoke about building a roadway toward a better world. He paused for a moment and then sang one of the Reverend's favorite hymns. Reverend Pinckney was the senior pastor at Mother Emanuel and a state senator for 15 years. But his wife Jennifer and his 2 daughters were his greatest joy.
They needed someone to turn to the night of the shooting. Reverend Kylon Middleton was there. Our Ashley Blackstone spoke with him about the fateful conversation he had with Pinckney just months before the shooting.
And have a quality in the sight of God. And sometimes you got to make noise to do that. Sometimes you may have to die like Denmark Vesey to do that.
I do miss him. He was my very best friend.
Grief. It's something Reverend Kylon Middleton knows all too well.
I can never get beyond June 17th.
That heartbreaking night ingrained in his memory.
I answered the phone and she was hysterical. I could not understand a word she was saying. I was trying to get her to calm down so that I could understand, what she was saying. She said, I need you to come to Charleston right now.
I was set in for crime scene all the way back to Meeting Street.
On the line, Jennifer Pinckney, Reverend Clemente Pinckney's beloved wife of 16 years.
She said, Pinckney has been shot.
But how and why? Middleton didn't know, simply that he must get from Georgetown to Charleston and fast.
I got to Jennifer and we just remained there. I mean, she buried herself in my chest. Milana was there and we were just clutched, literally. I mean, it was so tight of a grip, I can still feel it right now.
God, we welcome and invite you into this place.
We were extremely close from the time we were, I can't even remember, 7, 8 years old. And we just clicked. He had a quirky way, I had a quirky way.
And for nearly 4 decades, Middleton and Pinckney were inseparable. More than a friend, Middleton says Pinckney was a brother.
I'm here to let you know that my brother loved God.
There's not another. I mean, there's no one else. It would take 40 years to raise somebody up to have the same level of,